We're going cereal pop today. It's a Monday, and it feels earlier than it is.
No candy?
No, cereal.
I know, but I'm saying
Cocoa Pebbles, Fruity Pebbles.
we like the Pebbles.
Yes.
Breakfast.
Congratulations, Masyn Winn, on your debut, your first big league hit, that baseball tossed into the stands, and then the subsequent tequila and signed bat that you were given by Pete Alonso to apologize, despite the fact that Cardinals fans think that it was very malicious and that he was kind of showing the ball to the Cardinals dugout and then tossed it into the seats. Maybe because, according to some conspiracy theorists on social media, he was hit by a pitch from Genesis Cabrera last year on the head, and then eventually, remember, Stubby Clapp kind of like took him down. So with all of that being said, of course Pete was thinking about that when young Masyn Winn came to the plate. He said, "This is where I'm going to get back at Cardinals fans," and toss this baseball into the seats. F you, St. Louis. Is that exactly how it happened?
That's exactly what was going through Polar Bear's head.
Right.
Was, man, I'm going to screw with these Cardinals because I hate them so much for hitting me last year that I am going to throw this ball in the stands and get a Cardinal fan, by the way. I guarantee that fan got something.
Oh, of course.
He got a Masyn Winn or an autograph. He got some stuff, right?
Yes.
So actually, I feel like Pete was helping a Cardinals fan.
Mm-hmm.
If he really wanted to screw it, he would have thrown it to, like, a Mets fan.
He would have taken it with him. Just pocket it.
Just be like, nope,
screw you. You'll
send
have to
me
take
something.
me down.
But what if Masyn Winn didn't want an autograph Pete Alonso bat?
Well, then he can put it on the market or do whatever he wants.
I know, but it's
Everyone
funny
wants
that
a nice
Pete,
bottle of tequila either for themselves or give it out.
Pete is awesome, but like, what if?
Well,
what if he doesn't want him, man?
You gave him two gifts. The other gift is a gift that anyone can appreciate.
What a gesture by Pete to be like, "Hey, Masyn, I'm so cool that you can have one of my bats."
What else would you? Okay,
I would not have given him something signed by me.
No,
I don't know. The bottle of tequila and been like, "Sorry, bro, my bad." And if you didn't like tequila, I would have called over to the clubhouse and asked the clubhouse guy, "Hey, what kind of liquor does Masyn Winn like, or what is Masyn Winn like? If you don't, maybe you don't drink, but what is he like? What is he into? Like, is he into video games? Send him $1,000 to Apple or something, right? Like something. I mean, he's what, 21?
21.
Yeah, like
21.
He's into video games and iTunes and stuff. Dude, here's $1,000 to iTunes. Like, but it's just funny to me that Pete was like, I got the perfect gift.
Yeah, but he gave him the tequila as the
I know, but it's still the bat was like unnecessary for me.
Wait, Kratz. Okay, and I don't know what it said, but if he wrote on the bat, "Hey, dude, sorry, I'm a ditzy first baseman that didn't realize the moment," then I think it's like a cool piece of memorabilia from a dude, right? No?
He could just write that on a note.
Brock Holt had the story about Chris Sale.
But he asked Sale to sign it.
Yeah.
He went to him and said, "Chris, will you sign this?"
The bat that he smashed.
Yeah, Masyn Winn didn't go to Pete Alonso and be like, "Hey, bro, I know you threw my ball in the stands, but can you sign a bat for me?"
All right, we're going to get Masyn Winn on. Not today.
Kratz, give me your thoughts, because I mean, I think you think it's as funny as I do that it was the Pete Alonso bat that put it over the top.
That was the thing I wrote. That was the thing I wrote down. It was such a Pete thing to do. Like, "Hey, bro, here's a bat signed by me. I've been hitting pretty well in the big leagues for a long time, and here's a thumbs up too. Anything else you need, Masyn?" I thought Pete did everything right, except for that was just a very like corny like thing to do. Like there's so much more you can do. Like Masyn Winn plays shortstop. Like, "Hey, are you a Lindor fan? Lindor, you mind sending a bat over? Like, he kind of looks up to you, kind of thing. I really screwed up by throwing the ball into the stands." And so, yes, I thought it was hilarious that you came up with the same thing that
you guys are
think about this,
such
though.
ball players.
No, but, okay, so
wait, can you just clarify real quick though that what Pete did was not?
No, God, no, it was not intentional.
Many people think that it were. That it was.
Kratz, you've been there, and I've been there. Guys go get a hit, and you kind of know if they're not.
But they're like, "Why are you doing that?"
But like, there's been times where
like it's not the end of the inning. Stop tossing the ball.
But okay, so like
guys do that.
Say a guy got a hit, and then the pitcher will get the ball back. Not even because like you're not thinking. You're thinking about the next hitter, and they'll throw the ball. And I've taken a ball, the guy got a hit, and I've thrown it in our dugout. And they're like, "Ah!" And then you're like, "Oh shit!"
Oh, you didn't realize?
You just don't realize because let's say sometimes you're just not thinking about it, and it was I mean Pete third rowed it. I mean he third decked it when he like crow hopped and. He's like, "Hey, Ollie Marmol, watch this finger." Woo! I know, man. Oh, come on, man.
There's also netting. You can't just toss it to the first row.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he chucked it way up
you
there.
have to go.
You know,
into
it'd
the
been cool
netting.
if he would have known where his family was and just thrown it to them, like in the
That's
second
some people thought he did that. I'm like, that would be ridiculous.
That would be a
but
pimp move.
that is too expected.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
Too difficult to accomplish.
Hader struck out something like Josh Hader struck out something like 16 guys in a row, whatever the record was, and I had no idea. Caught the third pitch. Boop, boop. Catcher trot off the field. Flipped it into the stands. They come up to me like, where's strike three? I was like, I don't know. I probably threw it in the stands. They're like, you idiot. That was the MLB record. I was like, well, you got to tell me. Like, you got to stop me. Like, you're not sitting there going, unless it's like 300th homer or 1,000th strikeout. Even then, you don't know. Like, I'm not looking through the stat book, through the media guide and be like, hey, Christian, 2 more doubles and you got 500. No chance. Like,
usually they tell you though. Like most good teams,
they're on it.
Most PR people will come up to you and say, hey, if so and so strikes out 2 more, that's 1,000. Just be a heads up for it.
Yep.
Now I remember we turned a triple play in the Metrodome one time, and Uribe was our shortstop. It was like on a bunt. And everyone was like going crazy, and he just takes the ball and goes, phew! And we're like, no! Because it was like
triple play?
Well, it was just like one of those most random things. So, like somebody wanted I don't know, whoever it was, but it was just funny that he didn't even think about it. He just threw the ball up in the stands because they don't happen that much, right? It was the first one the White Sox had turned in like forever. And so he just, phew.
Well, that should show everyone how often this has actually happened, and relax on Pete, okay? Yeah. And sorry that he hits 1 billion homers in your ballpark. So if you want more on Masyn Winn, though, for Cardinals fans, something to look forward to, Baseball America's J.J. Cooper gave us a little breakdown of what to expect from Winn.
Coming up to the big leagues, the Cardinals just promoted their top shortstop prospect to the major leagues. So what are they going to get in him? Well, last year when he got his first chance at the national stage at the Futures game, the day before the game, he says, you know what, I think I'm going to go out and throw 100 miles an hour in the game tomorrow on an infield throw. No one had ever done that. In the majors, in the minors, no one had ever done that measured by StatCast. So what did Masyn Winn do? He went out and he threw over 100 miles an hour, setting the StatCast record. It's that kind of arm. It's the best infield arm in the game. Ellie De La Cruz is the only one who can probably try to give him an argument on that, but I think Masyn Winn actually throws a little bit harder. But it's not just that. What are the Cardinals getting? They're getting a guy who has a chance to be a true shortstop with power and speed. He's shown it this year. He's flirting with a 2020 season this year. He stole 43 bags last year in the minors. This is a player with near, I wouldn't say top of the scale, but near top of the scale speed, legitimate power, continue to develop as a hitter. Most important thing, though, that the Cardinals are getting is they're getting a chance to see him now, so he'll be ready to help them, and they'll be more confident in his ability to step in their lineup full-time next year in 2024.
J.J. Cooper, and for everyone to know, as always, thanks to our friends Cookie, Candy, and Cereal Pop, you can visit them at cookiepopcandypop.com and enter the code FOULBALL for 20% off on the website. All right, we'll swing back and give you our picks and look ahead to some matchups for